Okay. Right, hello and welcome to Loose Queens, a vlogcast where we explore the diverse world of drag and serve up some fascia-like comedy. The show's hosted by me, Auntie Ginger, aka Miss Drag UK, along with my co-host, Donna Matrix, S&M Queen to the Stars.
It is. It's me, Donna, S&M Queen to the Stars. Over the course of a number of shows, we'll explore a range of drag artistes and styles with performers from all over the UK. We will have more and more episodes as much as we want to represent the drag as possible. So kings, queens, AFAB artists, and so much more.
So join us each show where we'll have a special guest in the studio to chat about their drag and what we as a pair of loose queens can learn from them. So, who have you had in the chamber this week?
Again, celebrities. I've got to be careful. I'll just say his name rhymes with Wear Bills. It's Bear Grylls. I'm probably giving him
Can't say that.
Can't say it. Can't Wear Bills. I'll just say that.
Hang on, let me check with legal.
Just check with legal.
Yeah, they don't care.
Okay, fine. So he pops in now and again, and he's one of those guys, celebrities, he likes to drink urine. Not mine, his.
Okay.
Okay, so I do you know what, he leaves his own actual bottles around. Can you see that? Because he's an explorer and he's a survivor. So he's been drinking it for years, apparently. Anyway.
Did we need to bring them today?
Did you know, I caught him the other day, because he's a survival expert. He was eating a worm. Well, he was going down on Harry Styles. Oh, hang on a minute. Legal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a retraction. Okay, shall we talk about me? I think that might be safer. So I've been on an eyebrow journey recently.
Oh, tell us.
I started looking like Weetabix.
Right.
Then they looked like Ready Breck.
Yeah.
And then recently I was at a gig.
Yeah.
And I'd forgotten all my brushes and my glue. And all I had was a razor. So off they went.
You raised them off.
Sorry, mother.
Right, okay. Oh, was that, did you use the foam? Or you just dry? You're one tough mother.
I'm a tough old lady.
She is.
So, Donna, this is your roadkill dress.
It is, yes.
Who did you swerve by, nearly avoid, didn't definitely kill this
exactly.
week?
Each time I try to avoid a particular celebrity in my Honda Jazz because I'm in my roadkill dress. So let's have a look at the slide and see. And you've got to try and guess, who is that celebrity? Because they're slightly distracted from the pigeon blood and the squirrel's guts that are over my windscreen. This was picked up on my dash cam.
Do you know?
Who do you think that could be?
I've no idea. I've no idea. I'm more distracted by your settee.
You are. Right? Well, let's just say she's a bit of an old performer.
Oh,
not as old as you.
Not quite.
So
okay.
But she's one of the old sort of Hollywood big
glamours
comedian ladies as well. We'll leave it there.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure we'll work it out by the end of the show.
Yeah.
So coming up, we've got a fabulous guest this week called Philth, who I'm really excited to see. Do you know she's my drag nan?
Is she?
She'll hate me for saying that,
right.
but it's true. We'll see her later. But now, why don't you tell us how people can get in contact and follow the show?
Absolutely. And here on the Loose Queens Mockia, here we go, as you can see. You can follow us on Instagram. Or Instagram at Loose Queens, and on Facebook as well. But not on Twitter. We don't go there anymore.
We don't believe in Twitter.
We don't believe in Twitter. We're not going there.
Well, we also have another guest who helps us out each week, don't we, Donna?
Yes, we do.
She's our budget Alexa. We couldn't afford the real thing and wish we'd invested in the real thing at this point. But please welcome our paranoid android virtual assistant. It's Gerhard!
Here he is! Welcome, Gerhard!
Hello! Hi, hello, it's Gerhard. Oh, that is all the enthusiasm I can muster for this show again.
Gerhard, why when you're German do you have a French moustache? That's my question for you this week.
Von Europe, this is why we're trying to get rid of your English people, because you don't appreciate that people can have a moustache and not be from France.
But I think it looks very noble.
Yeah.
It brings a gravitas to the whole. And basically, when he gives advice, I'm believing him.
Okay.
Are you?
I believe that you believe things too easily.
I do. I'm a bit
That explains the situation
I
that we're in.
believe that you two should have a career change. Or maybe just get a career as a starting point.
This is it.
I have, obviously, the people who watch regularly will know that the time when I light up is the funny part of the program.
Yeah.
And so I would like to do the funny part now.
Okay.
And say, have you heard of that new band? So I can live. They are 1,023 megabytes.
No.
Yes, they're pretty good. You like this? But they haven't got a gig yet.
Ah!
Do you understand?
We've-
Tell me why
That's-
that is funny.
That's
No,
one
do
from-
you?
I feel like if you have to explain it, then it
No,
doesn't make it
I don't
fun.
only have to explain it to you two, not the other 3 people who are maybe watching.
Well, we'll look it up on Google.
We will. We'll
Yeah.
Google it later, yes.
No
Well,
point
thank
asking you.
Thank you to Gerhard there, and we'll be chatting to him, no doubt, later on in the show.
Yes.
So, now, in case anybody wants to stop during the session
And we
today,
might.
because it is an S&M show, and I'm qualified in that department, we use a safe word, for example, Auntie, if you get too much under the lights or you want to stop, you just shout out this particular word.
Can I shout it now?
Well, yes, Gerhard's going to tell us. So
Okay.
you can tap out at any moment you want to shout. We haven't shouted one yet. So here we are. Gerhard, this week's safe word is...
And the safe word is leave it out.
Do you have to do the accent?
Yes, yeah.
Leave it out.
Leave it
How was that?
That's not bad.
Not
You're
bad.
doing very well. Not bad, Governor.
Oh, thank you, Gerhard. I'm sure we'll hear more from you later. You can't resist interrupting.
Always a pleasure.
So now let's find out what's been going on in Auntie's busy world.
Yes, we're going back to Cello Corner this
Oh,
week.
it's Cello Corner. Here we go.
Do you know, I hear Ariana eats CDs. She's mad.
You're a lovely fiddler, Auntie.
I've heard that.
Yes.
Right. Shall we get
Yes.
on and introduce our next guest?
Absolutely.
Marvellous! Philth is my drag nan, and she'll be furious that I introduced her as such. She's a queen of social media and an amazing makeup artist. And despite the fact that her career was 100 years ago, she's produced some of the best looks Manchester's gay village has ever known, including my personal favourites, Cookie Monster, and a present which became a ball gown. So, welcome to Philth!
Yay! Yay.
Hello, Philth!
Hi.
You're looking divine as
Thank you.
always.
I was feeling really beat up, so I just went for like a nice little bruisey look.
Well, we're loving it. Absolutely wonderful. And can we say as well, thank you to Philth, who designed our logo
Yes.
as well.
Yeah, me.
So there we go.
Me.
And just
She's
to
in the
show, look,
credits.
we've got mugs as well, loose queen mugs as well. So
Here we go.
Ew.
Plug the mug.
plug the mug.
There
So,
we
yeah,
go.
There we go. So, and you'll be getting a special little goodie bag at the later, Philth, as well. So
you very much.
There you go. So it's all there going on with the merchandise.
So we're very commercial.
We're
here
very
at Loose
commercial here.
Queens. So for people who are living under a rock, tell us who Philth is about.
I don't know. I do boy girl looks. I do like crossover looks. I do separate ones. I'm mostly focused on doing visual stuff, so I don't do a lot of performance stuff because it just doesn't interest me. It's not what my drag stuff is about. As you say, I'm really interested in social media.
How much is that vital these days to be savvy on the social media?
Completely. I think we all know that every single part of your advertising is on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Everything is visual. It's posters. It's apparently mugs. It's and it's about if you're trying to sell yourself, you have to be selling those things because that's how people can know where to find you. So as a drag queen, you're not going to get as many gigs if your social media isn't something that you're pursuing and trying to make better and bigger.
You're right. So I've got a very social.
You
medium.
sounded really sad when you said I was
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Why?
She's still.
Why?
This is our prop here.
Yeah, this is our version.
We found this in Auntie's house. This
Yeah.
is the best she can come up with. And,
It's fit to scale.
it is more or less where she is with technology.
So as you are a queen of looks, and she'll hate me because I didn't ask her which pictures to pick, but I did it anyway. So we've got a photo of you. Let's take a look.
Oh wow,
Let's have a look.
Now,
it's me.
this is gorgeous. It's probably one of my favourite
I do
looks.
love that.
I think you were in the other room when I took that.
Were you? I
we
think
went
this was
out.
your. I thought you'd just done this as like, oh, this is what I'm going to wear. Look, but anyway, tell us all about it.
Oh, maybe. So this is just my really like one sort of basic drag look. So at the moment, I've done like a lot of creative stuff in the past, and obviously I do like boy looks and I do these big looks. But something that I never used to be able to do when I first started, and something that people didn't believe I could do or want me to do necessarily, was be just like a beautiful, glamorous woman. And so now when I get the chance to go out in drag, I want to put on a big blonde wig and paint as feminine as possible and really show off what I can do with regards to transformation.
Because you've got that mustache, which is gorgeous, actually. I think the fact that you have that like combined with the really feminine look is really interesting. Do you get many comments about that?
Oh yeah, when I started, it was like the biggest thing that got in the way. It would stop me getting gigs. I've had huge promoters tell me I would book you for my random tour if you would shave your mustache because I
Really?
think you're amazing.
Does that opposed to it that it's
Yeah.
that it can be a,
Yeah, and I saw it as the challenge. The challenge was
Yeah.
to make it acceptable, to create a space where people had to accept what I looked like in that moment. For me, when I first started working, like a big appeal was this idea of someone walking up behind me thinking I'm a beautiful woman and then getting to the front and going, oh, I have to question what I think about what's attractive right now. And I really had to fight for a long time to just make people think it's all right to have a moustache.
It is all
and
right
be a
to have a
woman.
moustache. You look wonderful. Just to say, another person with a moustache today is our Lexa device,
Yeah.
Gerhard.
Oh,
Gerhard and
indeed.
Philth. Hello.
I'm not all right with this. This is not okay.
Hello, Philth.
Yeah. Is there moustache envy going on between the two of you?
And maybe for Gerhard.
Remember, we can turn you off whenever we like.
Yeah. You
Gerhard.
turn me off. all the time.
I just need to look at you two and I'm turned off.
He's referring to
Stealing
us.
my moustache and my jokes.
So,
I'm not all right with this situation.
Well,
really.
I have to say, Philth, one of my favourite films, obviously as something that doesn't exist only in software, I have favourite films, of course. It's good for the script, go visit. Is Top Gun is a particular favourite. And looking at you, I'm feeling slightly goose from the Top Gun film. Have you been involved in the remake with Tom Cruise?
No, unfortunately not. But I am going to be in a Girls Gone Wild video. So
That's
Oh,
just
really?
good.
That's
No.
just wow.
No, I feel
joking
like
with an imaginary. What are you talking about?
I think they should get Tom Cruise in Girls Gone Wild.
There's a whole show there with just the moustache
I'm
guys.
so lost. So I think moving on, let's look at a different sort of look for Philth. Let's look at another. This,
Oh, wow,
I
this
thought
is-
was particularly gorgeous.
Really, really fresh. So something I really love to do, and I've always loved to do, is copy other people's like creative work, whether it be a drag queen or a makeup artist, or that was actually one I'm pointing at it as though that matters. And that was actually one that was an artist I found online. Their handle on Instagram is Chow Chow Chow. If you go on my Instagram, you will be able to find it. It's all spelled differently. And I really, really love what they did. It really gels with, I love to work in like a watercolor kind of style, and so do they. And as soon as, I think someone that I know had one done, like a portrait done of them in it, and as soon as I saw it, and this doesn't happen often, but I was like, I'm going to go and put on makeup today. I need to go and create that and recreate what they've done. I think when sometimes you see something that seems so unique and fresh, and I just think, I want to be a part of that. I want to not only celebrate that and share it further with like my followers, but I also want to learn how to get better at my art by emulating someone else's and seeing that challenge.
So talk us through how you approach a creative process, because I think what's fascinating for me is how much work you put into a look, and talk us through sort of from getting the idea to that post on Instagram.
Sometimes I just have to look at what the event is, and I'll think, and that will be my inspiration. Other times I will see a picture like on that one. Other times I will see one of my friends do something specific, or I'll think, oh, I've been to Asda and I bought this fake plant and I want to stick it on my head. How can I do makeup that goes with that today? And other times I literally just go, oh, I have to be in makeup today. And I look at my makeup on my counter and I go, picking up this colour, smashing it into my face, and then try and blend it afterwards and just see what happens.
Is that what you did the day you did my face?
No, I thought about smashing your face.
So, interestingly, do you ever have the full beard look? Like Danny Beard, he's a massive queen.
Wow.
Well, he is, isn't he? Can I say that? That's what it is.
Hang on.
On the phone.
Legal? Are we okay? Yeah, they don't care.
Well, hey, we're all.
That's all right.
I'm 6'7", so I'm. It's like,
I've never done the full beard look. It wasn't the way that my look came together where I started doing drag and thought, why not moustache drag? I had a moustache for a job, actually, and then I had to do drag the next day, and it was the best I ever looked. And it just stuck. And at New Year's 2018, I shaved it off as my New Year, New You.
Right.
And every single person who had ever said anything about moustache came up to me and was like, but when is it coming back?
right.
Can we please have it back? Because you don't look right, you don't look like you, I'm not okay with it, you look better with it. So I definitely brought everyone around on that one.
And sorry, I just say the outfit is fabulous as well.
Oh, thank you.
And when you come to costuming, and where's your? Do you make all your own stuff? I take it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. We're meeting a lot.
Very crafty people.
There they
You have
are.
to be, we're all poor.
Yeah, because it is expensive to. Very expensive to get the bespoke stuff. So
Yeah,
it's like-
definitely.
so where does your inspiration come for some of your outfits, and any style icons you look up to?
So once again, like with the makeup, it really depends on what the event is, what I'm doing, what I'm feeling, what I've seen that day. My inspiration can come from anywhere. And this one, for example, it was originally a long kimono sort of dress. And now it's, no one can see this, but now it's like a short blazer. That came from, the event had a theme, and that fit the theme, so that's what I did. I can't remember what the theme was. It was 4 years ago or something stupid.
And because sometimes you're always thrown into these events. Because
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Have you ever had like a wardrobe malfunction where it's not quite gone wrong? Because sometimes we can.
Oh, yeah.
What happened? Can you tell us bare
one?
or so? What's
As a drag queen, everything I do is last minute. I'm not organised. I'm not an Auntie Ginger who's a psychopath. I'm not organised in the least. I will make my outfit on the day. The present you mentioned when I was coming on, I was literally in my flat with loads of cardboard trying to make a giant box and wrap it on the day. Like, I never
can't
do
live
anything
like that.
before. I can be doing a wig while I'm doing my face and finishing off stitching something. Like, that's just how it ends up being.
Yeah.
And so the number of times that I've spent all day making something, and as I go to put it on, and I'm like, this doesn't fit because I sewed it up at the last minute. I remember we did a night out, and I'd made a dress for it.
Right.
I don't do a lot of dresses, but I was like, I'm trying this new thing, and I'd never sew a zip. And I sewed a zip into it, and I took too much fabric off, and Auntie Ginger tried to help me zip it up. It wouldn't go up. She had wet nail varnish. Never worn it since.
and there we go. So that's one of the.
It's off, but it was like a humbling moment because it's like what it is, zipping up all my zips. It's just tight, you know. It's like
Well, it is.
everyone's like praying, good luck, everybody, before we go. So talk to us about projects you've got coming up, things that are on the agenda for Philth.
I'm lucky in that I don't have a lot of pressures to have projects coming out, but I've had quite a lot of people asking about. I do a drag race review show. Sometimes I keep up with it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get busy. It takes a long time to film and edit a YouTube video sometimes. As you're going to find out.
Can we see any of those? Or
Yeah, they're all over my YouTube. They're
Right.
only about 4. We normally do manage 2 of the season, and then we just give up completely.
Right.
But with Drag Race UK coming out, I feel really inspired to do it. I really want to support all of my sisters that are on there, the people that I know, the people that I don't know, maybe the people that I hate that I want to just talk about. And that's going to be something that I'm going to be doing. But whenever this comes out, it might already be out. So I might use that to try and tell people about this
are you
too.
excited about the new UK RuPaul?
Do you have any favourites?
I'm not revealing favourite.
Come on, let's give us a scoop.
No, how dare you ask me for that?
Tell us.
So I've known Davina de Campo quite a long time, and I think she's incredible. And I only know about half the queens, so I can't speak on what a lot of their talents are and how capable they are. But Davina she can sew, she can sing, she can act, she can dance, she does hair, she has makeup on. She can do a lot of stuff.
But it seems to be, this is it these days. You've got to be the full package. You've got to be able to
yeah.
sing, dance, make your outfit.
And whatever you're
That's
not
what
doing,
I like about it.
someone will make fun of you for. If you don't perform, oh, you're not a good performer, but you do great looks, can do great hair, you can have a great personality, but you can't lip sync in time. That's the thing people will pick at.
Yeah.
And the same with, you can be an amazing performer, you can have everything going, but like we said about social media, no one sees that on social media. So on social media, if you don't do good looks, you don't even get like 1,000 Instagram followers.
It is.
It's the 100-year journey for me to get 1,000 Instagram followers. But I mean, I think it was Annabelle said on a video with you once, she'd rather perform to a room of 200 people than have 10,000 Instagram followers.
Oh yeah, she did.
But talk about, why do you think it's important for you in particular? What are the things that you get out of being on social media?
As you mentioned, I haven't worked in about a year and a half now in drag. And that was for various reasons, but I still keep up with my social media, not amazingly. Sometimes who can be bothered to put on makeup just to take it off after you've taken 2 pictures of it? But for me, it's important to maintain having a platform to speak for as an ally for other minorities, or to share my friends' events for things like, if I wasn't on this, as a friend of yours, I would still share it.
Yeah.
And I would want to be able to benefit from what I used to have, which was a really large following of people and a lot of followers on social media. And I want to maintain that so that I can continue to do that. So I can make sure that not only are all of my friends having their events shown to as many people as possible, but also I can use my platform to share like important information to do with trans people or people of color or AFAB queens, and to really just get all of the best messages out there.
And I think, so just to say, tagging is very important as well. But sometimes with Instagram, especially with Instagram, those tags really make it. And I'm just wondering, something like with Gerhard, could we tag Gerhard up? It's such an old-fashioned name, really, isn't it? Is there anything we could do with making him a bit more? What would you do with the name Gerhard?
I don't know.
Be very careful here, guys.
we would just drop the GER.
Just drop.
Just because he thinks he's hard, doesn't he? So it's like, but
any more advice for people who are on social media, the do's and don'ts?
Social media, use it in every way. Come up with creative things. Do not just follow what everyone else is doing. Make sure that everything that you put out is trying to be as fresh and as interesting as possible. Do not limit yourself to just putting out pictures. Make sure you're doing videos, not just of looks, but like getting your personality across, because it's great if you can be a look queen on the internet. People call us a bedroom queens, but like you want people to actually want to engage with you. Yeah. And that's all I can really say as advice is engage with other people and get people to engage with you.
I think it's a lesson for all of us. You've got to keep getting it out there. You've got to keep it's a drip feed thing. Where can we find you? Let's get tell us just
mostly at the back of Eagle with your dad. But also all my social media is Philth. So I'm Instagram and I'm on Facebook, and if you search Philth, you will find me. They have like other things within them, but if you search Philth, you'll find me, not to brag.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
And thank you for giving us our lovely branding, and you are wonderful. You're very, very creative.
I know we were hard work, but it was worth it.
Yeah, we were hard work.
I've known harder.
So thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very much.
Well, that was wonderful. Philth was stunning.
I love Philth.
She's great.
Now, let's not forget your slice of comedy for this episode, Donna.
Yes, and finally, let's go over to our very special guest. It's Jerry from Bury.
Yay!
Hiya, I'm Jerry Boswell from Bury, Jerry Bury, that's what they call me. Mother, lover and ethical campaigner. So I got this postcard from Oxfam. I don't shop in Oxfam, I'm not a scrubber, somebody gave it to me in the street. And it says on it, 3 ways to help global warming. 1 is cut down on electricity. Right, so for a week, stop cooking, just went to Mackie D's. 2, cut down on flying. I mean, that don't really apply to me because I get a bus to work. And 3, lobby your MP. I didn't really know what that means. I think they meant MP3, so I've just downloaded something by Bob Geldof because I think he's dead ethical, isn't he?
Thank you, Jerry. Very enlightening indeed.
Yes.
So that about wraps it up for this episode.
Those.
But if you want to follow us, you can.
Oh, yeah.
So shall we get the social media
Here we go,
details
yes, our
on our
social
very posh
Oh,
contraption.
Auntie, we found this in the back of her wardrobe. Yes, you can find us on Instagram or Instagramma if you're Auntie. We're at Loose Queens. It's the same as for Facebook as well, at Loose Queens. But we're not on Twitter.
Don't believe
We
it.
believe that bird has flown the nest. So there we go.
And we nearly forgot to reveal who we ran over this time. I wasn't sure this one,
Yes.
so I'm really interested.
It was a bit of a tricky because I went for a bit of an old screen site.
You may have changed the script on me.
Oh, yeah. So it's Ethel.
Ethel!
There we
There's
go.
no business
There we
like
go.
show.
So-
Oh my God, I love Ethel.
She was coming out of Aldi.
The
Or
gays
she-
would be raging.
They would be. So I'm glad I didn't actually run her over because the gays would be
Exactly.
fuming. You've said that. So anyway, we're now coming to the end of the show, and as always, like Jerry Springer, he does a summing up. So we're going to hand over to Gerhard now. Can you now
Final
give us
thought.
our final thought, please, Gerhard?
2 final thoughts.
2.
Over-egging my part, as always. Ethel Merman is rhyming slang for German. Anyway, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, that depends really on your GP, because, man, the queues are so long, you need an apple just to stop yourself starving. I had to go. I had another virus.
Well,
Thank you,
thank you,
Gerhard.
Gerhard. to the point. as
Yeah,
always.
German humour for you, exactly. Right, well, thank you for watching, and we shall see you next time. Thank you to all our guests as well.
Yes.
And remember, if you're not loose,
Then you're not a queen.
goodbye!